The acting president, Yemi Osinbajo, has written to the House of Representatives to request for environment of 136 billion naira to some critical priority projects in the 2017 budget to make up for the decision of the lawmakers to slash allocation for some major projects. Professor Osinbajo had on June 12, after signing the 2017 budget, said that there was an agreement between the executive and the legislature that a request for environment can be sent later. These projects include the Railway Standard Gauge project, the Mambila Power project, the second Niger Bridge, among others, the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway as well, which they had reduced to fund some of the new projects introduced. Data feeds are coming through in one place simultaneously on all our social media platforms, channelstv.com and on youtube.com/channelsweb. You can follow us right now on m.channelstv.com. We've got all our platforms and social media covered. Be part of the show. Tweet at Gimba Umar CTV and use the hashtag State of the Nation to air your thoughts on the subject. Now, the Federal High Court in Lagos has granted an interim order for 7 commercial banks in Nigeria to remit a total of $793.2 million, allegedly hidden with them in violation of the Constitution and the Treasury Single Account, the TSA policy of the federal government. Presiding Justice Chukwu Obiozo on Thursday directed the banks to remit to the designated CBN Assets Recovery dollar accounts various amounts allegedly kept in their custody illegally. The interim order was given after the court listened to an ex parte application filed by counsel to the Attorney General of the Federation. Now, the Defense Headquarters has responded to the RAN bombing, which took place at the internally displaced persons IDP camp in January 2017. Several people were killed in that attack. According to the defense spokesperson, Major General John Eneche, the lack of appropriate marking of the IDP camp was responsible for the accidental bombing in Ran, a community in Kalabalge local government area of Borno State. He told journalists in Abuja on Friday that the IDP camp was not supposed to be built in that community, saying that it was not marked on the operational map. Now, local government elections in Lagos, according to experts, will define the kind of election one should expect at a local government level in the country. Will the non-use of the famous card reader machine throw up controversies during and after the election? More so that the call for autonomy is loudest now more than ever before. We'll be speaking to Turner Ogboro, a political analyst, and also Sadiq Ibrahim, a member of the House of Representatives Committee on Local Government. He's also in our Abuja studios. We're going to talk to them both at the same time. It's prime time in Lagos, and this is State of the Nation. Welcome everyone in Nigeria and the rest of the world. I am Gimba Umar, and this is State of the Nation. Right behind me, data feed is still coming through in one place simultaneously on all our platforms. Be part of the show, tweet at Gimba Umar CTV and use the hashtag State of the Nation. Now, the call for autonomy by local governments is one on the hot plate, with Labour standing firmly in support, apart from the NUT, who wants their own salaries unauthorized. Now, let's get a clear perspective to the contending issues. Turner Ogboro is a political analyst. He joins me right here in our studios. I want to thank you so much indeed for coming at this time. And also Sadiq Ibrahim, a member, House Committee on Local Governments. He joins me from our Abuja studios. I want to thank you so much indeed for coming on the show at this time. Let's begin with you there in Abuja. How much support, you are a lawmaker, how much support do you think the call for autonomy is getting from the lawmakers at this time?
Well, thank you very much for having me. There is no instrument to gauge how much support any of the items that we've selected for alteration in the Constitution or insertion into the Constitution is getting from the lawmakers. And the reason is that voting on critical issues like this will be done electronically. So it's like it's a secret ballot. Everybody's going to vote for his conscience as to whether or not he agrees or his constituents agree, because we have been sent to Abuja by our constituents, whether they agree that the particular item be deleted from the Constitution or be inserted into the Constitution or be amended, as the case may be. However, one would say that gauging from the mood of the nation, the call, as you rightly pointed out, is getting rather louder, that people want autonomy for local governments. How it goes is anybody's guess. I wouldn't know how it is going to be. But there are some issues that I need not to disclose here, because I will preclude the voting that will be taking place on Thursday, as announced by the Speaker on the floor of the House, which is now in the public domain. But let me correct one thing also, that I'm not a member of Committee on Local Government, because there is no such committee in the House of Representatives. But I'm a member of the Special Committee on the Review of the 1999 Constitution. We have been on this since we came in 2015, and we have met over the 48 months that we have been here, 2 years. We've done special retreats in Lagos and in Abeokuta, and here in Abuja on several times, and we have agreed on the sections to be amended. But how they will go is not for me to say.
Okay, my apologies. We'll correct that now. Member review of the constitutional for amendment of the Constitution. I want to thank you so much indeed for making that that point very clear. Let's come to you, Turno Boro, in the studio here. How much support do you think you have seen how the polity is and how this debate has continued up to this time? How much support do you think the state governors are ready to stake on this?
This is the big question. How much is the state